Bald update.
Which is probably not too good, but yeah. So far, I mean, everything's pretty peaceful in the centre. People are walking around. There's a lot of press, of course, but people going about their day, just going for a stroll down the Cresciatic. Like in the north of the city, in a place called Obolon, there are Russian tanks have been spotted and there's fighting. I've not seen it. I'm not in Obolon. I'm in the very centre. I've not heard anything, but hey, who knows? Occasionally, you kind of appear like a plane.
He's at it again. I thought wasn't his like literal IG stories also like literally just like making fun of American media, saying like, they're saying there's an invasion, and then like throughout the week it just starts becoming more and more obvious, like literally once the invasion happens he's like, okay, well, there's an invasion. Oops.
over the top. It's cloudy, so I don't see them, but apart from that, it's a yeah, I don't know, it's just an incredibly, well, it's a sad day, really. I've been on this place, this point, the Maidan, literally 500 times in my life, and always with good memories, always had good times here. I've stayed in that hotel up there. It's called the Hotel Ukraina. I stayed in that hotel in 1993, like on my very first trip to Ukraine, and so it's really sad that well, 30.
It is fucking wild that he's just like, yeah, I guess there's tanks in the other side of the city. It's like, what are you doing? Like, well, okay, well, should you be in the other side of the city? If that's what's going on, like maybe you should not be in that city. Have you thought about leaving? He's like, all right, Bald here. We got an AR platform right here. It's I got ACOG sites on it. These wonderful people that are also from the UK found me, and they gave me this wonderful gift. It's fully automatic. You can't find these in Europe, of course. And you know, we've been engaging in active conflict with the Kadyrov Brigade that's coming in. And yes, so that's what I've been doing. Remember when he went to fucking where did he go? Didn't he go to like Belarus or some shit for to deny? Where did he go in the beginning of COVID? And he was like, it's fake. And then he got COVID. He loves Belarus. I know. No. I'm not talking about Karabakh. I'm talking. No. He literally. Well, he got COVID in Serbia, but before that, he did go to Belarus, right? I think. And then he's not the worst. I watched an Irish streamer break curfew and get arrested live yesterday. Oh no, me too. I know. We saw that. People were freaking the fuck out. Yeah, he went to Belarus to be like, this is a country with no COVID restrictions. And then he got COVID in Serbia and he had to be like helicoptered by some fucking oligarch fan of his or something. And then they had to and then he made a video about how dude. And then he made a video about how COVID shrunk his wiener and how serious it was. And then I think his fans like yelled at him about it, so he had to delete it. I mean, I'm happy that he's all right now. You know what I mean? It was Lukashenko that said drink vodka and go to the sauna to get rid of COVID, I think, yeah.
30 years later, that Ukraine, is going through this situation. So, yeah, just really sad that Europe is fighting once again.
The way he's covering it is so funny in comparison to like Clarissa Ward with fucking gear on, you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, it's so sad that Europe is warring again. It's like, what the fuck?
that Europe is fighting once again, and that Slav is fucking fighting against Slav, when really, you know, Slavic nations and Europe in whole should be united. So I don't know. I've got nothing else to say. I've got no opinions on this. I'm not a geopolitical expert. Everything I've predicted so far has been wrong. I never thought there'd be an invasion. I was like, nah, Putin's not that insane. That's not going to happen. But yeah, I know nothing. So I'm not going to say what I think's going to happen or anything like that, because I've got no idea. Like, it seems all rationality in this situation has gone out the window. And so, yeah, all I can do is show you what the situation is. And you can make your own mind up. But at the moment at least, here in the center of Kiev, on the Maidan, everything is quiet and peaceful. If something happens later and I hear it or I see it, of course I'll do an update and I'll show you guys. If the tanks come rolling in, I'll be the first one there to try and show you, as long as it's safe and as long as I'm not getting in the way of people who are actually fighting for their country or their city.
Dude, that's insane. He's a madman, dude. An absolute madman. Oh, I won't get in the way of the brigades. You know, I won't get in the way of, you know, people fighting against the invading Russian forces, you know. I'll just be filming. I mean, this is like, honestly, I'm not even, he's like the, I won't make this joke. Never mind. People are going to get mad at me because there's a lot of people that fucking don't like him for the creepy things that he's written in the past. I don't know if he's ever addressed them or anything like that, but no, I was gonna say he's like Anthony Bourdain, but like for doing sex pat shit. But he's just, but instead of food, it's like what unites us is. No, I love Bourdain. The point is that despite his despite his like interesting attitude overall, you can tell that like he has like a very interesting perspective. He has a very interesting perspective on like the places that he goes to. You know what I mean? Like the beautiful thing about Anthony Bourdain is that he shows like a genuine he always showed a genuine appreciation for the culture that he was the cultures that he was documenting and the cultures that he was a part of, and like truly understanding, like in a way that most people that have like a colonizer attitude wouldn't. But yeah, it's also because Michael doesn't like him. I'm gonna be honest, and he's a good judge of character. That definitely that definitely shapes my perspective a little bit. Not Bourdain, but Baldy.
But
he does make good videos.
That's it.
Though.
I've got nothing else to say really. Just once again, a terribly sad day, you know, for Ukraine and for Europe as a whole. And yeah, what a nightmare, eh? What a bloody nightmare. But let's see what happens. Hopefully some resolution comes of it, and then there's not too much bloodshed. I mean, God knows how much there's already been. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, goodbye from Ukraine, and see you
Michael,
guys maybe later on today or yeah, somewhere down the road. See you later.
Lukashenko has let the refugees from the Polish border crisis pass the Ukrainian border and escape Ukraine together with the Ukrainian refugees. There's also a bunch of Russian trolls which are trying to manipulate public opinion about helping the Ukrainians since they're not white. Dude, not everything, okay? Not everything that other countries that are being invaded by fucking Russia is Russian propaganda. You're brain broken, okay? It's just like it's so frustrating that like everything is Russian propaganda. Yes, Russia does have a tendency to fucking do a lot of propaganda. Of course, they do a lot of misinformation, do a lot of fucking psyops. and they have bot farms and they're trolling all the time. But like, y'all are wilding out for claiming that like every single thing is like Russian propaganda. Every single thing that occurs. That's a really